A complete waster. He's 35, he's never had a job. He's spent his life a child. Now though, things have got to change. He's being sent to work in jobs so brutal it'll push him to breaking point. 'Cause for Ashley Hames, it's time to grow up.
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son.
Moonlight Basin in the American state of Montana is home to a rare breed of male, for in these treacherous mountains, supremely fit, stupidly brave men take on the elements to keep us less masculine losers out of harm. In fact, the mountain rescue team here saves the lives of up to 350 people a year. And in my quest to discover the true essence of manhood, it's now time for them to save me from a lifetime of slovenliness. If over 7 days I can pick up just a smidgen of the hardiness Chris Shelley and his team display in spades, I will consider my trek here a success. Even so, I can already tell it's going to be, well, bloody awful.
I don't like snow, I hate being cold, I'm scared of heights, and I've never rescued anyone in my life. So the prospect of being part of the mountain rescue team here in Montana is a pretty daunting one, to say the least.
Hey there, are you Ashley?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. Welcome to Moonlight Basin.
Freezing
Come
out
on
there.
in. Welcome to the mountains, man. When I first saw Ashley, he doesn't seem like a typical Montana mountain type of person that we have around here. We'll try to change that. We'll make you a little bit tougher, a little bit more of a man, right? Huh? So this will be your jacket right here.
It is slightly loose-fitting.
Yeah, well, we'll put some muscle on you. You have to have the desire, and you have to be willing to put up with a really harsh environment and low pay. And I don't think Ashley's into any of those.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's head out.
Let's not do that though.
No. Those are fragile.
He's a bit macho, this fella, and I'm not quite sure how he's going to take the Hames brand of spectacular ineptitude.
Your hand's touching my leg.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do live in Montana.
Where the men are men.
And the women are too.
Well, let's see how this woman-man measures up under true pressure. The Moonlight Basin district of Montana is a huge setup. Chris and his team are responsible for over 4,000 acres of mountainside, rising up to a literally breathtaking 11,000 feet. They provide a lifeline for any mortal dumb enough to get lost or injured in the mountains. And if I'm to step into his man-sized ski shoes, I've got to give this pumped-up alpha male type a run for his money. One major hazard here is the risk of avalanche, and anyone buried beneath the snow will suffocate within 15 minutes. It's therefore deemed essential that I learn how to quickly track down anyone caught buried using a beacon receiver and, yes, probe.
Did you and your mates ever giggle when you were told that you had to use a probe?
A probe?
on the job?
We're professional.
Okay, so no giggling at all.
No,
There's nothing funny about probing, is there?
No. Throw that thing out. Watch out for other skiers. There you go.
Am I good to go with it?
No,
that?
you're not. Do you want me to fix this for you?
I wish it wasn't snowing today. You know?
No, I don't really know.
We aren't going to get on. To be honest, Chris is a little bit serious, whereas I am incredibly stupid. So between us, it's just never going to happen.
Slow. Come on, let's go. Get up. That's unacceptable. Very nonchalant, lazy, almost comical. Well, here that's life dependent, so we take it really seriously, and you can't have that attitude. Okay, let's stand up on your feet.
Way, over there.
Are you sure?
Yep.
How can you be sure sitting on your ass? Okay, come over this way a little bit.
Okay, I got you.
I could be your mom down there, your best friend, your brother. Let's go. Have a system. There you go.
Okay,
Get out your
that's
shovel.
it.
Dig. Get out your shovel and dig. Leave the probe right there. Yep, come on. Time's of the essence here. Come on, put that together.
Isn't that working?
Come on. Dig. Now. Your probe's over here, right? Did you hit your buddy?
It's fair to say that Chris, with his studied motivational Americanisms,
Come on, Muscles, let's go. It's your buddy down there.
Is, to be honest, starting to grate a little.
Come on, Ashley, you can do better than that. Let's go.
What's more, despite Chris being hell-bent on finding his precious beacon contraption, I just want to go and make snow angels.
You're right on top of him. Come on.
Okay. Hallelujah. We finally found our coffee flask.
That's it.
If this had been a person, how would you have rated their chances of survival?
They wouldn't have survived.
Great. All that for nothing.
He doesn't understand the ramifications of what goes on. Someone's drowning under the snow that we have to get to, so that's a very serious aspect that we never joke around with at all.
Yes, it's a laugh a minute on the slopes of Montana. But all of a sudden, it really is time to buck up as an emergency call comes crackling through the airwaves. Within minutes, Chris and his team are on their way to the scene. My only problem is being able to keep up. My skiing skills are just not up to the job. Neither, though, are this amateur's, a complete novice whose ill-advised foray from the nursery slopes has left him with much more than a bruised ego.
I have a shoulder that is out for sure.
Unfortunately, my late arrival left me in a rather egg-on-face situation too. I hadn't even got the chance to help the hapless ne'er-do-well back down to base camp.
Well, I arrived a bit late on the scene because my skiing just isn't as good as these guys. And I'm falling behind schedule.
As first days go, this hasn't been exactly brilliant. It's hideously early the next morning, and already there's an urgent alert. It snowed heavily overnight, and for the safety of everyone on the mountain today, we've got to risk our own necks using high explosives to launch controlled avalanches.
So, Chris, new day, a new adventure.
Yep, it's gonna be great.
And a new man with a beard. I need a beard, otherwise if I had a beard...
Ashley, let's focus.
Well, that was me told.
Okay.
Now
That's
back
probably
to the
pretty good.
task in hand, which in this case means over 2.5 pounds of live explosives.
Yell fire in the hole so everyone can hear you.
Fire in the hole!
Good. Throw it right over the edge. Throw it like you mean it. Beautiful. There we go.
Okay,
Let's go see our work. See all the cracks?
okay. So one more blast is going to see this lot off, eh?
Yep.
I'm beginning to see the upside of being a Montana ski patroller. Throwing live hand grenades for a living isn't so bad. The reason we're here, though, is to control
something you deal
avalanches.
with.
Chris has seen their destructive force firsthand.
I mean, you've pulled people out of avalanches that are not alive. What's that like for you?
It's a bad day. You know, there's no other way to put it.
Yeah.
It's not good for anyone.
Is that something you think about?
Yeah, it affects you, for sure.
It's something I know I would struggle on a personal level to have to deal with. In fact, when it comes to any form of burial, in my mind it's something that should be strictly reserved for the dead. Worryingly, Chris, when it comes to my opinions though, is not one to concur.
You're going to be buried in the snow. We have a hole already dug for you. We're going to put you in that hole, cover you up with snow.
I do get quite claustrophobic.
You're going to be very claustrophobic in this case.
I know what Chris is doing. He's looking to toughen me up and break the idiot side of my personality. By burying me alive and then sodding off for an hour or two, I know he's got every chance of succeeding.
Oh my God. So am I doing this for real now?
Yeah.
The team I'm relying on to prevent a tragic lonely death right here on the slopes is dog handler Chris Sherman and his bitch Lulu. Dogs like Lulu save victims of avalanches every year. I just hope to God that today isn't her off day.
This isn't going to collapse, is it?
No.
Is he doing? Don't do it anymore, please.
What really doesn't help is that I can't get the words icy, tomb and slow lingering death out of my head.
Right, it's getting really dark now.
I can't help but imagine what this might be like for real, and no one coming to help.
I'm slightly fearful that, because it's snowing outside, the tracks that Sherm and the dogs have left behind are going to be covered over and disappear, and they're not going to remember where they left me. So I've got to hope that these dogs are pretty well trained up. God, just imagine it. Being buried in this stuff.
Luckily, I know my patrollers are consummate professionals.
I could do with a cup of tea, I tell you.
Could have another cup of coffee though.